New from Vinegar Syndrome Labs is 5-Card Stud. Now, there was a few reasons why I was interested in this one. It's a western, stars Dean Martin and Robert Mitchum, and it had a kind of horror-leaning story that I was interested in. So at the start of this one, you see 7 men playing a late-night card game. Dean Martin, playing Van Morgan, goes to the bathroom, and by the time he comes back, one of the players has been discovered to be cheating, dragged out of the place, and has been taken to being lynched. And Van Morgan has to chase after them, trying to stop these guys from doing what they're going to do. But Roddy McDowell kind of knocks him out, and this person is hung.
Keep the money. Just give me my horse and I'm on my way. You'll get your horse and the smell of a rope.
A few months later, these men start to die in horrible ways, and you realise that something or someone is taking out the people that were involved in this lynching, and it's up to Van Morgan to kind of figure out what's going on. Now, you get Robert Mitchum in this one as a preacher, reverend, who comes into the movie, and although he is very much a reverend, you feel as if there's a backstory there. This is a character that is quick with his gun and good with it, and he feels like a kind of no-nonsense character as well. Very much matched with Van Morgan. You feel these are 2 men that are cut from the same cloth. Someone who isn't know is Roddy McDowell as Nick. He kind of feels like a sleazy kind of character, someone that's just for himself. In fact, he says that at some point, he's number 1 and nobody's number 2. That's all he cares about is himself.
I got just one rule: me first, nobody second.
And as he realises the situation is really kind of mounting up, he kind of points the finger at anybody to try and save his own neck, even turning his back on his friends. We get Inger Stevens in this one as well, and a wonderful performance from Yaphet Kotto. And although it leans into the horror ideas with some kind of figure stalking and killing these men, it is almost undercut by the music. The music is very jaunty and fun and feels like a kind of adventure movie score. The score feels completely out of place, and I would love to see this film with some kind of more ominous score in place of that, because I think it would really add to this movie exponentially. I enjoyed 5-Card Stud for what it was. It was a fun mystery movie, focusing very much on that mystery, giving us these men who've done a horrific thing and now are paying for it. It feels, now I think about it, a little bit like I Know What You Did Last Summer. But in a western setting, you know, something is, or someone is chasing down the people that did something rather horrendous, but it never quite gets into that horror element, which I feel it could easily slip into, and it would have been wonderful if it did. It's got the black gloved killer chasing people down and killing them in a certain way, which feels very giallo-esque at certain moments, but that score kicks in, the bright setting, and then the desert streets and the cowboy actings kind of detract from that a little bit, which is a shame.
We still have some cartridges left, and we're certainly not going to shoot at each other, are we?
At 103 minutes, it does feel as if it goes on a little bit too long as well. Trim it down, change the score, and I think you've got something that's really good. But 5-Card Stud for me was interesting. I'm glad I had checked it out. The only thing, the one biggest downfall the movie has is it's very obvious who the masked killer is. You can tell if you've watched a movie in your life, you're going to be able to guess pretty early on who the killer is, so it doesn't come as a surprise later on, which is a kind of shame. Yeah. Anyway, I'd love to know your thoughts on 5-Card Stud, so let me know in the comment box below whether you loved it, hated it, fell somewhere in the middle. Can't wait to read your comments on this one. As always, there is more content up there if you want to see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, and manvfilm.com, all ways in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.